Rare Disease Day is observed on the last day of February each year, which means it's even rarer this year given that it's a leap year. A rare disease is one that affects less than 1 in 2,000 people, and there are currently over 300 million people worldwide living with over 6,000 rare diseases, with 72% of them being genetic disease. Lack of awareness often leads to a delay in diagnosis and difficulty access with treatment and care. Hemophilia and other congenital bleeding disorders fall under a rare disease since hemophilia A affects around 1 in 5,000 male births and hemophilia B affects around 1 in 25,000. Now, in honor of Rare Disease Day, I'm going to highlight the most notable updates in the world of rare bleeding disorders that occurred over the past year. For starters, the National Hemophilia Foundation is no longer called NHF. It officially became the National Bleeding Disorder Foundation, or NBDF for short. This name change signifies a broader commitment to inclusivity, embracing all bleeding disorders. Now that's a powerful step towards unity and understanding. But that's just the beginning. We're getting closer and closer to achieving health equity in the bleeding disorder community. When we think of treating other conditions like hypertension or diabetes, we treat to normalized levels, yet with hemophilia, we've accepted low trough levels between 1 to 3%, when realistically this threshold was selected when cryoprecipitate was being studied and we were trying to prevent those serious, life-threatening spontaneous bleeds. More on cryo later. Last April, we had the approval of Altuvio, which in my opinion is allowing us to get closer to achieving health equity since most patients achieve near normal factor levels for the first few days of the week. Emicizumab was the first subcutaneous novel treatment approved over 6 years ago, and it allowed us to push that threshold for bleed protection and caused a shift in how we manage hemophilia. But for those who want to stick to factor only, or maybe those who are particularly active, this is a nice option to consider. 2023 also brought our first gene therapy approvals for both hemophilia A and B, where a single infusion offers the possibility of converting someone from severe hemophilia to mild. Do I consider this a cure? No, there are still many unknowns that we can't answer, but it's the first generation and should continue to improve with more research that's already underway. There's a whole pipeline of more therapies being researched that are going to allow a more individualized treatment plans so patients can accomplish their treatment goals, whether it's for convenience due to bad veins or wanting to be able to just maintain your active lifestyle. The excitement is palpable and we are here for it. But we can't overlook the World Health Organization's recent move. Cryoprecipitate, once a topic mainly discussed in high-resource settings, is now considered an acceptable treatment in low- and middle-income countries. And this decision sparks some controversy since there are plenty of treatment options, both recombinant and plasma-derived, that allow more appropriate treatment for hemophilia with less associated risks. I recommend checking out Patrick's recent episode breaking this down further. I've specialized in bleeding disorders for over a decade, first starting when Eloctate was the only approved extended half-life product. Watching the hemophilia landscape evolve over these years has been very exciting and brings me so much hope that we're on track to achieving a more equitable future.